writing a sci-fi novel about UFOs?
Yes.
Why the hesitation with you?
Well, because the hesitation is this. Do you remember a man by the name of Johnny Mack?
Johnny Mack, why is that?
Johnny Mack was a psychiatrist, tenured professor at Harvard, was given by a friend of his the opportunity to interview some of the people who said, we've been abducted by UFOs. After 200 interviews, he concluded they were right. He lost...
They were abducted.
That's his conclusion. And he almost lost his tenure at Harvard. His wife and he lost his wife and children over it. And he walks out of the door not too long after that, and he's hit by a hit-and-run driver and killed. His conclusion was UFOs are on another plane, another reality. They may not be the meteors we see that we think are UFOs. They may be in microphysics, sometimes the act of observing brings about the event. Are you aware of that?
I got it. I'm not aware of it.
Right. So there may be a photon of light that doesn't exist, that suddenly comes into existence while you're examining it, and then goes off in another direction and ceases to exist. There's the principle being that there is such a mystery of what we puny human beings have no knowledge of. There are other universes. We think that the limits of light is what there is, so that the universe is 13.5 billion years old. And what happened before 13.6 billion years?
So you're writing a novel about this?
Well,
what are you doing?
The concept that if the UFOs may be products of another reality, that leads you into a mystery.
So you're writing about it?
Right.
Do you think there are UFOs?
Why are you hesitating, Bill? What I didn't see Johnny Mack ask in the readings that I've done, maybe I got more to do, is what are they doing? Why have they abducted the secretary over at Universal and examined her and taken an egg and fertilized it and got a hybrid?
Why haven't they abducted a president?
That's the question. Why don't they just display? You know, which is the question you ask about God. Why doesn't Jehovah is here, you know?
Where?
Well, so why don't they display? And what is the intent? If they're not displaying, if they're hiding, and they get this guy in a swamp in Florida.
Why do they go to Casper Springs, Wyoming?
Right,
and they don't go to New York City?
Because Casper has got a capital C. You don't know. That's crazy. Why do they do that? If there's an intention, if they've had the intelligence that there's little green men, little gray men with big armament here. So are they a product of us? There's a mystery here.
Yes.
When a mind like Johnny Mack can say, this happened, there's too much community in these people who've said they've been abducted, there's too much emotional baggage, something is happening. What is it? That's the question. So do UFOs exist? It depends on what you mean exist.
Watch new episodes of Larry King Now, Monday through Thursday, on demand on Hulu and Aura.tv.